Yo, still bills, what's the deal, man? It's hot as a motherfucker out here. Well, it ain't too bad. It was just hot in the car when I got in, man. 87 degrees in this motherfucker. Man. Gotta go run off this, not access way, but this food that I ate. Run that off for the night, man. Yeah, man. Sparring went good last night, bro. I sparred a pro for the first time, bro. That was real good work. Motherfucker's a demon, man. Look out for I can't remember his last name, but Isaiah, brother from the gym, from Jackson's Boxing Club up here in Omaha, Nebraska. Look out for that dude, man. Dude is a demon. Dude is a demon, for real, man. But peep game, man, I want to talk about something, man, and that is this Hamza Shiraz versus Edgar Berlanga Glovegate shit that's going on, man. And how, just this, man. Listen, I'm not mad at fighters, right? Like, who are sore losers, because getting crashed is the hard pill to swallow as a gladiator. It just is, man. Because like I've said it before, that's the ultimate form of manhood and dominance right there, bro. If you get your ass busted on the basketball court, you say, well, nigga, what's up then? And it's a mutual agreement to combat. Y'all get out in the middle of wherever it is y'all at, y'all mix it up, and you come out on the losing end. Even if you come back and you right that wrong of you losing, he's still gonna have some sort of dominion over you, and you gonna have to get that get back. It's something they say in the hood, bro. You fight me, you beat me, you gonna have to beat me up every time you see me. It just be like that, you dig? So now you take that and you exemplify it as a professional fighter. On top of you being this braggadocious, obnoxious ass Boricua from New York, because you think that shit is cute or whatever, it's a hard pill to swallow. And this dude, he just can't accept the fact that he got crashed in the manner that he did. And now that lets me know that, bro, you wasn't all the way truthful in that response that you made after the fight the next day. That wasn't a thing of humility. That wasn't a show of class and professionalism and sportsmanship. Because I don't think you was the one who wrote that. I don't think you was the one who wrote that. And if you did, it's a contradiction, because now here we are. Once again, you not being able to accept defeat. Fam, listen. Y'all cannot use how one fighter did you in comparison to how another fighter did you. That's just a fact. That's just a fact, bro. Like, Canelo, you wasn't the first opponent that Canelo dropped that he wasn't able to finish in this, in recent years. He dropped John Ryder about 3 times, couldn't finish him. Dropped Charlo once, couldn't finish him. Dropped Jaime Munguia once, couldn't finish him. Dropped you once, couldn't finish you. Is there anybody else that I'm missing? Damn sure couldn't finish Golovkin. So you're not the only one to get dropped by Canelo and not get finished. So that ain't a testament to how, to Hamza Shiraz being able to do you the way that he did you. And this is, just, like we talked about this in, a few videos back when everybody was trying to make it seem as if, because, like, it's imperative that Canelo go see Hamza Shiraz, because he didn't Hamza Shiraz did a better job of dealing with Edgar Berlanga than Canelo did. And I said it on Nuke's channel, man. Like, I don't know if I said it in the video, but like I said to them, if Canelo has to go see Hamza Shiraz because of how he did Edgar Berlanga, then that would mean he has to go see Bruno Saras because of how he did Jaime Munguia. It makes no sense, Brody. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Canelo had to go on the hunt to find you. You had to go on the hunt to find Hamza. And it wasn't necessarily the hunt, but you did start stepping into your jab, maybe I want to say after the second round. You had to go and you had to take the deep step into the pocket. But Hamza didn't. He didn't. And the fact that he was able to catch you coming in and everything, and catch you in exchanges, he just proved to be the tighter puncher in exchanges, bro. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You're not going backwards as much as you are going forward. So you was in a position to feel every effect of that punch possible that he landed on you. And that's what happened. So you're not finna run this motherfucking Jedi mind trick that this dude somehow his raps were fucked up in the game. Because you can't handle the fact that you went out there, you did all that barking. What the fuck? Yo, so what the fuck on my... You went out there, you did all that barking. And this was the result of that shit. This is what happens when you loud and obnoxious, man. Ali was as loud and obnoxious and braggadocious as he was. He accepted defeat. When Joe Frazier broke his jaw, he went over to the table and shook that man's hand. Because it comes with the territory, man. If you can pop all that bullshit, you got to be able to accept what comes after that. And you ain't able to accept what comes after that because in your heart of hearts, this dude was a layup. You can hit me in the jaw with a truck and it's not okay. Oh yeah, that shit sounds smooth, bro. He didn't need a truck to hit you in your jaw. He hit you in his left hand. So yeah, I'm just saying, man, y'all don't get to run all these Jedi mind tricks that you somehow you've been mistreated, you've been cheated, you've been robbed, you've been not led astray, but you just somehow you've been cheated. You dig? You've been took. You've been all that shit because this man went in there and dispatched to you in the manner that he did, and because Canelo couldn't even do that to you, all of a sudden it's foul play. You think too high of Canelo. It's as simple as that. I have a very high opinion of Canelo, but he's not knocking nobody out no more, and that just is what it is. Everybody said I'm gonna knock him out before the beginning of the Manny Pacquiao's another one of my favorite fighters. And what was Freddie Roach's thing before the fight? Oh, Manny Pacquiao's gonna knock him out in like 8 rounds or so, and the fight ended up going a distance. It be like that, man. So fighters are gonna show signs of slippage. The power isn't necessarily what's going, but it's just the ability to find that shot, find that perfect, well-placed shot on a nigga chin strap or on the gut, on high on the temple or whatever to get rid of a motherfucker. I just think that those aspirations went out the window the minute he went undisputed. The minute he went undisputed, it was like, man, I don't know, whatever. 2 of the 3 champions that he fought and beat up there for undisputed, he stopped and knocked out. Couldn't do nothing to, couldn't do that to, Callum Smith. Couldn't do that to Callum Smith, but, it is what it is. Got to Avni Yildirim up out the paint. Even, Rocky Fielding was able to do that, do damage to him. Significant damage. Get him up out the paint. 3 rounds. Violated that man. It'd be like that. So, Canelo is not about to be knocking nobody out no more. At least I don't think so. And because you went there, you was the fight before what's that nigga name? William Skull. And he wasn't able to get rid of you. Just is what it is. So it's foolish to sit there and say Canelo couldn't do that shit to me, but you can all of a sudden. Shiraz is 6'3", maybe even 6'4". I don't know. Somebody lying on their height. Because if you 6'1" like you saying he is, that's like at least a 3-inch height advantage that he has over you. So this dude is about 6'4". And if he ain't 6'4", he's 6'3". That means you 6 foot, which is still great height. Real good height. Make a brother like me jealous. But nonetheless, the dimensions of, the physicality of the two of them, just physics, basic biology, is the shit is different, dog. You can't say because Canelo did that to you that Hamza isn't capable of doing that shit to you when he doesn't have to go through the motions and through the bullshit to find the target as much as Canelo did. Canelo had to go on the hunt. Hamza didn't. You was there to be hit. Canelo has to step in that much, he has to take that much of a step. He has to be a lot more calculated with the steps that he takes in to get to the target, more so than you, or more so than Hamza. Because he's 5'7". There's no getting by that. Dude 5'7", you know what I'm saying? Hamza is 6'3", 6'4". What are you? I'm like, how are we having this discussion right now, gang? Like, it's real weird to me, man. So now you and your lady want to run this spin that y'all was bamboozled or whatever the case may be. Fam, you lost. You lost. Just accept it. And there's no better time than the present for you to go over there and fight Caleb Plant. Both of y'all coming off of losses. Both of y'all coming off of losses of dudes who jumped up to 160. Ooh. Oh. Damn, that hurts. Damn, that hurts. The difference is at least Caleb Plant is humility. You know, his level of humility. You know, like, I ain't all loud and obnoxious. And I ain't finna sit here and bark and do all that. But I'm not about to do all that shit. That's just not my game. That shit gives me a headache. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So, it is what it is. He accepted defeat, and even with him talking before, of course he's going to say, I'm going to go in here, I got to step on him, I got to do this and that and the third, and yada, 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 yada. He's going to say that, but he's not over the top like you are. That's why I was so gratifying to see you get smacked on the way that you got smacked on. So when you that loud and when you that boisterous, you got to accept what comes with it, man. Ali never once, to my recollection, accused Joe Frazier of cheating. So just wear that shit. Wear that. Me personally, I would rather you just go, just get out of the scope of us boxing fans and go get money. You can get away with doing all that shit with the misfit dudes, KSI and them. You can get away with doing all that goofy shit. You can go over there and do that shit. You really can. You really can. What better way to prove to us that you can fight? You can go up there and beat Better BF off IQ. Oh my God, I still can't believe you said that shit. You beat Better BF because he lost to Bivol, as if you are the quintessential fighter to Bivol. IQ. I mean, alright, bro. Yeah, that shit sounds good. We saw what happened last time. Another 6'3" fighter stepped in front. 2 6'3" fighters stepped in front of Artur Better BF. Marcus Brown and Callum Smith. What happened to them dudes? But you can't deal with Hamza. Yeah. Go over there, get money with Salt Poppy and them. Go over there, fight Tommy Fury. Go over there, I would much rather you spare us of having to see you. But if you feel you too good to come over there, all right, cool. Sign up for Caleb Plant. Make that fight happen. Because there's no better time than the now to do that. We don't need no tune-ups. We don't need none of that shit. You got knocked out. It is what it is, man. I don't want to hear about it. I need a year off and no wild shit like that. Nah, you don't. Because Joseph Parker didn't need it after he got knocked out by Joe Joyce. And none of y'all are punching like Joe Joyce. None of y'all. So just go up there and, all right, cool, yeah, man, all right, bet. Bring on Caleb Plant. Run that. But I'd much rather you know, because I don't watch KSI and them. I don't watch them dudes, man. So I'd much rather you go over there with them. So just completely out of my scope, out of my peripheral. I don't even look up Edgar. Do I look up Edgar? If you say something controversial that I come across, I'll look it up on YouTube. But I'm not looking at your interviews. I'm not looking at your videos, you know, your training footage. I'm not doing none of that. I watched the Canelo footage of you getting, you know, sat down. You know, I watched the footage of, well, I lost how many times I don't watch that footage of you and Hamza. I don't lost how many times I watched that shit, bro. I'd much rather you be out of my scope. That's just being gangster with you, man. Leave us alone, bro. I can't think of one motherfucker. I don't know one motherfucker who said, yo, man, Edgar Berlanga is one of my favorite fighters to watch. I'm fucking with Edgar Berlanga. I've never heard nobody say that shit. Especially when you stop getting them first round knockouts. The minute that shit came to a screech show, because I remember in my basketball page, people was talking to me about, man, that shit is wild, bro. This dude got 16 first round now. I'm like, all right, cool. Now he got to step up and fight some damn body. And the minute they put you in front of Coceres, damn, down goes Edward. And it's been real shaky for you ever since. So I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. But you're not about to sit here and run these Jedi mind tricks like Hamza Shiraz is, you know, cheating or whatever, man. Nah, bro. No. Motherfuckers is just too up on their high horse. Wilder did that same bullshit with that glove gate shit, man. Nah, you can miss me with that. The dude lost, and that's all it is to it. He lost. He's not fucking with Tyson Fury. You not fucking with Hamza. Hard pill to swallow, but it is a pill that needs swallowing. So I don't need. I'm cool on hearing that shit from y'all, man. You lost. You lost. You can either accept it or not accept it. But if you don't accept it, that shit can fuck around and consume you. So whatever the fuck ever, man. Don't you just get out and stop, kill all that noise about that man cheating. That dude ain't cheat you. He beat you. How you deal with that, how you internalize that is up to you. And how you and your wife decide to internalize that, that's up to y'all, man. That's up to y'all. But I'm do a lot of my man Shiraz, bro. Salute to him, peace to him. You did us a solid, brother. You did the black community a solid. Motherfuckers is tired of you. Oh my God, I ain't even gotta go back into that bullshit, bro. Nigga just flying out your mouth. Yeah, shout out to Hamza Shiraz for going out there and doing that shit to you. And I don't feel sorry for you neither. I don't. I do not. I don't feel the least bit sorry for you. I don't think there's no person more deserving of what happened to you than you. You deserved every bit of that 5-round beatdown. You deserve every minute of that. Every fucking minute. Now, I enjoyed every minute. I did. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. What was the perfect candidate to get the perfect candidate? Like, no, I don't see, nobody is feeling sorry for you, bro. I think it's people in New York who's happy about it. Ain't that a bitch? Some motherfuckers in New York that's happy about what happened to you. Puerto Ricans in New York are like, I seen a tweet saying, yo, man, y'all New York Puerto Ricans can have him. The Puerto Ricans over here on the island ain't fucking with him. Y'all can have him. We don't want him. It's a damn shame. Shout out to Hamza Shiraz, man. Shalom, hamdulillah, salam alaikum. All of that. Peace, Aki. I love it. I love it. Salute to you. You got a fan in me forever for that shit, unless you say some dumb shit. But that's how I'm feeling about it, man. I'm about to go in here and kick my feet up before I go to the gym, get on the sticks for a minute, beat up David Benavidez on Undisputed a couple of times, and then run some 2K. Y'all know how I do it, man. Doses.